As we continue with units of measurement, we are still on objective 3. We're looking at the third type of measurement, which is capacity, liquid measures. We are still converting from one system and staying within the system. So metric to metric and imperial to imperial. So this is a very convenient chart. I think you really need the chart. You can screenshot it, especially if you are a cooking student. But 1 tablespoon is equal to 3 teaspoons. I learned this the hard way when I was making some Johnny cake. Recipe called for teaspoons. I was using tablespoons. Thank God it was just baking powder, and my Johnny cake came out way more fluffier. It was still edible, but I prefer my Johnny cake to be a little bit more dense. So you have half a cup. You need 8 tablespoons. Ever get in a situation and you don't have a cup? 8 tablespoons will give you half a cup. That means you need 16 to make a whole cup. Anyway, if you have 4 cups, you'll end up with a quart. 1/8 of a cup, which is 2 tablespoons, is 1 fluid ounce. So 1 ounce, if you need to know what an ounce is, just take 2 tablespoons and that will give you an ounce. 8 ounces make a cup. 1 cup is 8 ounces or half a pint. So you need 2 cups to make a pint. And of course, you need 16 cups to make a gallon. 4 quarts will make a gallon. So this is a very handy dandy table to have nearby, especially if you operate in the kitchen very often. So of course, we want smaller units, so we'll be multiplying. 1 times 3 and 4 times 3, 3 cups will give you 12 quarts. When trying to find the larger units, you will be dividing. So 30 quarts, dividing by 4, that's going to give you 7.5 gallons. Now let's have a look at the metric conversion. Really, there's only one you need to remember for the exam. That's 1,000 milliliters is a liter. Now, for anyone who may happen to be a medical student, whenever they are putting stuff inside of those syringes, and there's some measurements there called cubic centimeters. Cubic centimeter can hold 1 milliliter. So if you look at it and say ml, where they get that from, they take a cubic centimeter, and that gives you, that's more persons in the medical professional, but it's good information to know as well. So we trying to find how many milliliters are in 0.63 liters. And I neglected to do my animation with this, but no big deal. You guys should know where I'm going with this by now. Saying that I'm trying to find a smaller unit, I will be multiplying 1 times the 0.63. That's going to give us 630 milliliters. So back to animation. We want liters, which is larger than milliliters, so we will be dividing. So 1250 divided by 1,000 going to give us 1.25 liters, quarter liters.